What's up with it? Hey guys, this is Meg and Jeanette, but you can call me Meg.
And this is boy Greg. What's happening?
And welcome back to another episode of Get It Together. If this is your first time joining us, Get It Together podcast is a podcast where our mission is to provide Black love entertainment, relationship advice, and to be sure that we're helping to discuss topics that are going to build healthier families and life partnerships. That's us.
Yes, it is.
Yes. All right. So let's check in. How's your energy today?
Tired.
I can tell.
Very tired.
The morale is very low.
Very tired. I feel like, yeah, we talked about something the other day. We talked about we don't have time to be tired right now. It's like we just gonna have to hustle through it. But I really do. Ever since we got here, I really do feel like I've gone on 100 every time, even when I'm like off or something. So I'm just trying to find that one day. I've had one day and I still didn't take advantage of like not leaving the apartment, which I get it. You're not supposed to. You're just supposed to get up and go. But I don't know. I just haven't had a chance to really recharge. So yeah, I don't know. I'll find it. I'll find it one of these days. I'll just kind of let myself, because now I'm about to start a couple classes in a couple weeks. So, yeah.
Well, yeah. I understand. I guess, I think that we don't ever really recharge. you gotta like kind of just, unfortunately, find it in you to keep going. Because like we all get tired, definitely, but it's just that, I don't know, like you said, I guess just taking a day to really turn everything off, and when you have the opportunity to rest and really do that. So, I don't know.
Yep. That's all right.
Let's grade yourself. So how do you feel like you've been as a partner this past week?
I feel like a C+.
And why do you say that? I
say because there are some things you're trying to teach me, and I feel like I wasn't allowing you to actually teach me those things. So, like every other aspect was fine, but I wasn't allowing you to teach me something, and it did bother you a little bit. So I feel like I do need room for improvement whenever, like, even though it's something that I may be uncomfortable with learning or be uncomfortable with catching and taking in at a time. I need to learn that sometimes it's okay to just sit back and just take it.
Okay.
That sounded very, very suspect. Sit back and take it. Sit back and take it all in.
What?
That sounds even worse. Sit back and listen.
Okay. Listening. Got it.
Listen.
Okay, so for me, my energy today, I'm actually pretty good.
I bet you are.
I feel like I had a great weekend. I feel like we were very productive over the weekend. And I've been starting this new thing where I clean throughout the week. So like Mondays, I'll be sure that I wash clothes or put clothes up or whatever I didn't finish on the past Friday. And then on Tuesday, I clean the bathroom. So I do that so that now on the weekends, I can actually just relax on the weekend and not do that whole old school mom Saturday morning cleanup, yelling at all the kids to get up in the house. Moms do that all the time to us. So I feel like I felt very rested, and Sunday went to church, worked out, took 2 naps, and cooked. So I just feel really good. So yeah, that's me. Life update, things have been going well. And as far as a partner, I feel like this past week I was an A. I definitely think so. I think that I've been doing better with trying to decrease, I don't want to say decrease myself, that sounds weird, but to put your needs before mine. Well, put your needs at a level of mine. So think about, like, it's not natural for me to be, I'm not a natural nurturer.
She really is not.
Newsflash, anyone who's,
she is not.
If you don't know me, I was probably like, yeah, I could have told you that. Woo. I am not naturally a nurturing person. So
sometimes it's okay to have that person to go, nope, tough it out, you got it. Just go do it. It's okay, but not all the time.
Yeah, so I've been having to learn how to become more nurturing and to do things as far as, let me cook this meal so we can eat, or things like that.
You've done a better job.
Yeah,
You have
so
done
that's
it.
been a goal of mine. I have to deliberately, intentionally be nurturing and become more nurturing. So yeah, that's me. Okay.
Killing me.
I guess I'm gonna bring all the energy today, guys. So
I'm bringing energy. I'm just shaking my head at you.
But yeah, alright, so let's get into it. Greg, what's happening?
What's happening? Since you want to bring out the energy, why don't you do it now?
I don't know anything that's going on.
You could have found some.
Do it.
No. So, big news in the social media world. Everybody knows Twitter. Basically Pornhub now. But everybody knows Twitter. So, newsflash, it's official. Twitter accepts Elon Musk's offer to purchase the company.
Oh.
So, Twitter announced it will go private after agreeing to deal with Elon Musk worth $44 billion.
Okay.
I just want $44. It's going for $44 billion. So, so we really don't know the terms of we know terms. We don't know the whole ideal of what's really going on with it. It's going private, so we don't know if it's going to be like a Facebook thing, if they're going to cut down on certain stuff getting on Twitter. I don't know what's going on. I like Twitter how it is. I think everybody likes Twitter how it is.
I bet you do like Twitter.
No. Just that it's very. They don't hide anything. Like certain things you may get banned or maybe unseen on like Facebook, Instagram, those apps. Twitter doesn't mind. It's just like, hey, full disclosure, you signed up, so whatever you see is what you see because you followed it.
Mm-hmm.
So you get what you see. You get what you get from Twitter.
Okay.
So that's the whole thing, and that's the whole reason. So I don't know what the whole deal is, but it could be something big. It could draw more followers, draw more people. Because I think you're the only person in the entire world that doesn't have a Twitter.
What? I do not think that's true.
You actually, to be real, when I first met you and you said that, you do have a Twitter.
I do.
Because
I
the Twitter, yeah, because Twitter. When we first started dating, you said I don't have a Twitter. I had it, but I think you said I think I deleted it. And then Twitter shows you like new followers and stuff, and your face popped up, but it was like really old tweets, like old.
Yeah, those are tweets from when I was in high school.
Yeah, so I was like,
college.
Okay, but yeah, so everybody in the world has Twitter, so it can bring more people in, or it can push people back. We don't know what this really means yet. I mean, I think the world likes Elon Musk, right? Does the world like him so far? He's a Tesla guy? The outer space guy too?
I don't know.
Is that Steve Bezos? Jeff Bezos. I don't know these people. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
It doesn't bother me.
Rich white man.
Exactly. It doesn't bother me.
But
It doesn't concern me. So yeah, we don't know what that's going to bring. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness has been banned from Egypt and Kuwait for having
what that means.
LGBTQ content, because those are countries that stay very old school.
Got it. Okay.
So there's content. I guess the movie hasn't come out yet. It comes out I think next week. Yeah, next week. Comes out next week, and apparently I guess like LGBTQ plus content is in there. Whether it's a scene of somebody maybe kissing the same sex, or maybe just somebody just in the movie period. Mm-hmm. You never know. Just probably just somebody that's just, actually, gay or lesbian that's just in the actual movie, just sitting there. We don't know what that really means, but come to find out, these two countries said, nah, won't be showing here. And I mean, to be real, that's a fight that we fought through America. I mean, we fought through America. Black people fought through America. Other people, when it comes to their different beliefs, have fought through America. When it comes to women's rights, fought through America. LGBTQ plus fought through America. Fought through other countries. Some countries we cannot change, I don't believe. So it'll be a while before.
It's none of our business what they're
doing.
Yeah,
that's why I was like, it's like, why? And I looked, I was like, oh, okay. It's the two countries that say they're not taking nothing back. They say, look, we're going to stick with what we got going on, and that's it. So I'm going to just mind my business and say that's it too.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you think about that?
I mean, I think that it's sad still, just for people who do live in those two countries, that maybe they are feeling like they're not being seen, heard, or because obviously there's people that are in the LGBTQI plus community that live in Ukraine and not Ukraine. Wow.
Kuwait.
Yeah, Kuwait and Egypt. But yeah, so I mean, I think that part definitely sucks. But as far as a movie not being shown, I just highly doubt that those people there truly care about the movie that much.
They just care that it's.
I know.
That one explicit part is in there. For them, it's explicit.
I don't know. I don't really went in Egypt and Kuwait, so I don't know if they're huge Marvel fans or not. Maybe they are.
I'm about to say, I mean, they might be because the way it's like making a headline, they might be. So we don't know. They might show.
So there's never been any kind of.
I don't think so.
Homosexual scenes.
I don't think so.
Any Marvel movies.
No, not that I've. No, none.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well,
I mean, other than people saying that Brie Larson's character, Captain Marvel, is going to be, come off as lesbian. She's not going to come off as, heterosexual. I mean, I don't know. That was just rumor. That actually wasn't a thing. People just say it's giving that vibe, and they might make it that way in her next movie as Captain Marvel. We don't know that, so that's the only thing I've ever heard when it comes to that part. When it comes to Marvel movies, this is the first time that's actually been this is going to happen. Because, I mean, Disney just makes it happen. I mean, look at it like this. People are getting mad because of, Disney, I guess, they're putting Buzz Lightyear out there, the new Buzz Lightyear movie. They're taking it kind of off for a little bit because they want to put a same-sex, same gender, same-sex scene where they are actually, kissing. I don't know if it's gay or lesbian. We don't know, but they're throwing that in there, and people are very upset about that. That's another topic for another day. Just saying that Disney does not mind going, all out with their content. So hey.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't think it's the network's issue. It's really the fact of what the laws are in those countries and stuff. So I don't know.
That's another talk for another day.
Yeah.
We can talk about that all day. Anyway. So, who can talk about something all day?
What?
The baby. So, we had this talk on Saturday, and I just gotta say, before I say my topic, y'all please leave this man alone.
I know, seriously.
I don't mean it in a leave him alone. He's not bothering people with. I mean, leave this man alone. He has shot people. He has punched his own fans. He has punched a random person for not, I don't know all of them because I'm not a fan of his. I listen to some of the music and I just follow a couple stories, but I don't go in deep. But apparently, the baby gets into another physical altercation, this time with his own artist, Wisdom, backstage at a concert. And everybody's just like, it's unclear what was going on. Nobody still doesn't know what's going on, but this is like the 8th thing. This man shot a man in Walmart. He punched I think it was a fan. He slapped the fan, I think, that walked up to him and, I guess was being rude towards him. He hit another dude. He shot a guy. And the guy he shot, this news is recent. It's a month ago. He shot. Huh?
Try to get into it.
Yeah, the guy that broke in his house, they said it was just a shot on the baby's property. But then it turns out the baby shot him. The dude, I guess, was trying to rob him or just break in. He got in there. The baby shot. And the fact is, this man's going to have his autobiography from years from now is going to be amazing. Because they're going to be his body count is just amazing. Because he shot Buddy and then called 911 and said, "Hey, y'all come get Buddy, he leaking." and basically they the police or whatever they said when they got there, they said, "Yeah, I wanted to kill him, but I said, nah, I'm gonna let you live." What's pettiness, power, and just thugging somebody to shoot you and let you live. And to call the police like it was nothing. He called the police like it was like he was talking to one of his homeboys, it was good. He called the police like, "Hey, I better come get Buddy, he leaking." Like he leaking. He out of it now.
Oh my goodness.
So y'all leave. I don't know his real name, but the baby.
His name like Jonathan or something like that.
I think it is Jonathan. The baby, Jonathan baby. Please leave this man alone. Please go in peace, my friend. Like nobody's trying to bother you no more. Like we honestly don't want
Jonathan Lindell Kirk.
Jonathan Lindell Kirk. Leave this man alone.
Fancy name.
Jonathan, Mr. Kirk, I won't bother you. I see you. I'm gonna say, it was good, bro. It was good. I ain't gonna ask for an autograph. I ain't gonna ask for a picture because I can't even say I might shoot you if you come at me. You might shoot me just walking up to you. I'm just going 10 yards away.
Yeah,
it was good.
He is about that life.
That's what I'm saying.
To leave him alone. It's like, I think he's proved himself.
It's enough.
At this point in time, that I don't know why people keep messing with him. Maybe because he's short. I don't know. But yeah, y'all need to leave him alone.
Please. A lot of rappers say stuff in their songs and they don't be about it. He literally has lived everything in his songs.
I will shoot you.
And his songs ain't even gutter. Like gutter rappers talk about it, and they have never. A couple of them have never done it. This man don't even talk that gutter. He raps, says a few cuss words, says what he's gonna do to women, and he shoots people.
Yeah.
And he's
gonna do it. So
he's
don't mess with him.
It's kind of sad, but anyways.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Letting us know everything that's happening on these internets, because if y'all are like me, I never know.
Because I be staying on my phone.
Yeah. That's another episode for another time. But
we talked about that before.
What? You being on your phone?
Being on my phone, like we talked about that before. See,
you haven't made any changes.
Okay. I have made changes. When I'm around you, I don't be on my phone as much.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is the meter for that? How are we measuring as much?
Well, so here it is.
Sidebar. This is not part of the podcast.
This week, everybody knows, well, if you don't know, if you're a football fan, it's the draft. This week's the draft. So I will say the past 2 months, my meter of being on my phone has been an all-time high because I'm a Texans fan. I watch football content all day long. She'll be walking in here and I'm literally on YouTube looking at a prospect that the Texans can get. I should literally be a Texan scout.
Yeah,
honestly. And I don't be looking at big name guys.
He knows all the players.
I be looking at guys that like, oh, never heard from him. Oh, never heard of him. Oh, because he's overshadowed by this big name guy. That's how much I invest. I just like football. I just like football. My first major was to be a football coach. So that's why I just love football. So I've been on my phone a lot the past couple weeks because literally all I'm doing is looking at like, oh man, that guy, he drops to the curls in 2 seconds instead of like waiting, trying to jump the route. Oh, okay. I do stuff like that. That's me. That's all I do. I just do that, or I'm watching Dragon Ball Z, or I'm looking at Marvel trailers. Bottom line.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Thank you for that.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for that. So we all know now what Greg does on his cell phone.
All day.
Okay, so let's get into the topic of the day. Or should we take a quick break?
No, we can get to the topic.
Okay.
We can get to the topic.
All right. Okay.
No. We're gonna work for these bills.
Okay, so let's get into the topic of the day. So I don't know if you guys have. I'm sure y'all have. This has been a huge conversation of the past month or so.
It's been a huge conversation for years, but every year it spirals back up at least once a year.
Okay.
It always comes back.
Well, what we're talking about is the Russell Wilson and Ciara relationship.
Debates.
And just everything behind that. Yeah. So I saw a Facebook post that, I think actually my sister posted this a while back. And it was talking, and what it was is there was a private plane in the background, and then there were 2 guys on the left side who were dressed like they were going on vacation. So they had on like these like the I don't know, Hot Boy summer vacation outfit 2.0.
I feel like I know what you're about to say.
It's those sweat type of shorts, and then they have on a tank top with like a hat, and then they have on some kind of like shoes, like they're not like Jordan type shoes, but they're, I don't know, like the fashion, like you could go to the beach with them kind of shoes and walk on the boardwalk. So yeah, and they had their little backpack and their little fanny man pack, and
they're very in shape.
Yes, cuts. Yeah, they look like you're just gonna drool over them. And then on the other side of them is Russell Wilson. He's standing there and he has on, you know, like the I guess the white older 40-year-old white man 2.0 vacation outfit. And you know what that is when they got that button down Hawaiian shirt.
That's when you comfortable. When you comfortable in your skin and you don't care what nobody thinks. That man looked. It did look bad. It looked bad.
It wasn't matching. And
he did not care.
He had on like some khaki type of loose pants and some flip flops or something like that.
You know what he looked like when you live in those suburban neighborhoods and you wake up in the morning and you go outside to like get something out your car and your neighbor's standing outside drinking his coffee. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. How's it going?
Literally.
Hey man, did you catch the game last night? Oh man, that was a doozy.
Yeah.
That's literally how he looks.
He's just cheesing
and he's happy. Like comfortable.
Literally, and so what the meme says at the top is just, it says, so y'all ladies telling me if you seen this guy pointing at Russell Wilson and didn't know his status, y'all give him the time of day, go ahead and cap. And so that has been the big conversation as far as
that's funny.
Who Russell Wilson is, the fact that he represents the, I guess, corny type of guy, but yeah, this guy over here, Greg, he's pointing to himself.
All day, baby.
So, yeah, he represents the corny guy.
All day.
Who, I guess, in a general mindset of what a woman would want, he would not be it, but they're trying to insinuate that because of his status and who he is, it doesn't matter to, I guess, Ciara or girls like that because of his status. So, I commented on that and said, well, I married the Russell Wilson, so I was like, so that actually, in sense, wouldn't matter to me.
And guess what I'm gonna do after this podcast is over? I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna watch Dragon Ball Z, and I'm gonna go love on my wife.
Yes.
Lame.
Yes, very lame.
I'm the standard, baby. You want to be like me?
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, they should.
Well, no. Let me say it like that. You women want something like this, but just too afraid. You afraid. You scared.
I don't know if it's fear.
They scared.
I don't know. I think, okay, so you growing up, so Greg grew up around predominantly black people.
I grew around hood.
Yes, the hood.
It was hood, it was ghetto, whatever you want to call it.
And so you have mentioned a couple of times that you felt like you weren't the type of guy that girls in your environment would choose because you weren't the, smooth talking, dress the best kind of dude. And I'll tell my side of the story of what my interaction with you would. Know that you were considered the corny dude who nobody wants to talk to.
I knew I was. It was just the way I was raised. My mom raised me to be someone that carried himself in a polite manner, treated women respectfully, and that had
carried yourself in a polite manner. What do you mean by that?
Just because think about it like this. A guy, think about you single. A guy walk up to you, and I'm from Houston, so I'm gonna say how Houston guys will come up. You at the bar by yourself. You at the bar, like not by yourself. So you with some girls, you just getting a drink, right? Mm-hmm. And say you at the bar, and I'm a random Houston guy that just walks up and gives you a compliment. I ain't gonna lie to you, shit, you looking good. You looking pretty good today. Hey, what you sipping on? Hey, let me, you know what I'm saying? Shit, let me go ahead and freshen that up and all that. You feel me? And then like you like, I guess you kind of play along with it just to see where it goes, and it's like, and then all those guys try to give themselves a compliment by giving you a compliment. I mean, well, you look good. I mean, you the one that looking all fine as hell. And shit. I mean, why you ain't come to me? You know what I'm saying? Hey, real talk. Yeah, I really can't do a good job because I'm not that guy. But this is me. If she was single, I saw her at the bar. This is any girl that has ever interacted with me will ever say, I was just like this, hey, you were very pretty from a distance, and I was just wondering if I could buy you a drink, or just kind of
It'd be like, ew, no.
Yeah. No, I've definitely gotten that so many times, and I've gotten it so much to the fact that it just rolled off the shoulder like, hi.
Man.
Hey, excuse me, I just thought you were very beautiful. It just really rolled off. It didn't hurt out the way. At first, he used to be like, I really ain't got it.
So at what age
did
you realize that you were this guy? You were not the...
I've been through that. I grew up as the nerd, the skinny. I grew up looking like Urkel, first of all. I grew up looking just like Urkel. Because everybody sees this stature, so they feel like I was big as a kid. I didn't get muscular or grown into my head or my ears until my 8th grade year of middle school.
Okay.
All through that, I was like, before that, I was skinny, braces, pants were flooded, they were too tight, didn't have no shoe game, none of that. But I mean, it kind of worked out for the better of me, because I had that mindset to know that I don't value like looks like that. I know how to dress now. I know how to look. I know
and
that.
Why do you know how to dress now?
I know how to dress because God, you know.
Hold on.
I mean, he did. He the reason.
He's the reason.
But it was you, baby. It was you. But I did. When I would go out, I would dress okay. When I finally started realizing I needed to learn how to actually put clothes on. When I would just be chilling, I would dress not good.
But you would go out where?
I would go out like to.
Okay, I gotta do the story time. Okay, do you know what story I'm gonna tell?
Oh, we gonna go. I hope the camera cut.
Okay, so story time. Greg and I were going on a date, and so first of all, our very first date, I noticed what he was wearing, and I walked in. I said, "Okay, he's handsome," but I looked down and I saw there were like these big chunky shoes types of thing. And I hate chunky shoes. I don't know what it is about it.
Those are my favorite shoes.
But they were what, red, black, and white kind of. They were very, I don't know what kind of shoes.
They were Nike. I just remember they were Nike.
They were Nike and they were not cute.
What they were.
And that's the first thing I noticed. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna ignore that because I'm just not gonna pay attention.
I'm gonna allow it.
And we had a great day. So time goes on, and I noticed that he doesn't really dress that great, but I mean, in my mind, I'm like, okay, but if I like him and I can look past that, then I can eventually just build what I want him to look like. So that's fine. Because I always heard from my cousin who married into my family, she told me that when she first met my cousin, who's a guy, that he did not know how to dress or anything at all, but she said, you know what, I can fix that, and I will put things on him that he should wear. And now my cousin dresses great, so that was always in the back of my mind. So Greg and I are going on a double date with one of his best friends and her now fiance. And I'm there looking cute we're going to the movies, and I'm waiting for him.
Lion King.
Yes,
yes.
Lion King. Live action.
Yeah.
And I see Greg walks into the movie theater, y'all. And I almost had a heart attack. I look, because by this point in time, we're together dating. Like, we are a unit. And I felt like he was getting better. But he had on the jeans were like bunched up on top of those red, black and white Nike shoes. The shirt was a color that did not match those shoes. And I looked at him, I said, what do you have on? And I said, I can't even worry about it. We need to get inside the movie theater. But
before somebody sees me, you're ashamed. She was ashamed.
I was, because I said, I look really good right now. I don't know what he has on, but but that day, I literally said, no, we're getting rid of those shoes because we can't do that. And from that point on, I started just buying him things. Like buying him little clothes, little by little, to put on. Because I said, if we're going out, we're putting this on. And most girls, I feel like in that instance, and if I wasn't where I was at in my set of mind, like knowing that I'm looking for a husband and he has all the characteristics of a husband that I would want, minus the fact that he just naturally just did not have style. You know what? So I'm being honest. We tell the truth. So you'll get to say your piece. And we're back.
We're back.
Okay. So, to quickly finish my story.
Oh my God.
Yes, so, Greg, I just felt like I was at a point in time in life where I had to decide, so am I going to not continue pursuing this guy because I didn't agree the way he dressed, or was I going to be smart about it and realize that, is he moldable? Is he open to me introducing other outfits or styles?
Yeah, I see how I'm looking at her, right? Just keep telling your story.
I mean, that's the end of it. How do you feel? How did you feel about that?
I mean, you DM'd me first. You came after me.
I did.
I'm the prize, so I see this as a win. I see this as a complete dub. It don't bother me. So.
I mean, okay, yeah.
You. But anyways, I didn't realize I was a good-looking guy until my 8th grade year. Well, not even my 8th grade year. I didn't realize I was a good-looking guy until my 9th grade year. You know, girls were like actually talking to me more. I was actually getting attention, and you know, really, I just didn't have that factor of being the guy that a girl would say, okay, I want that. Because in my mind, and everybody always says this too, in my mind, women that love those guys that are just like ruggish, thuggish, or that kind of like dogs or look like dogs, have that dog look or anything like that, they have a tendency to, I want to fix him. I want to be with him. It's something about me. It's some wild side about me that just like attracts him. When like us, who are nice from the jump, who moms and dads or moms, you know, raised them in the right way and told them this is how you value women. Because I got to the point of valuing women from my sisters. My mom, who being with my dad, I knew that was not a problem. But my sisters, my mom would always say, you don't want to treat a woman bad, because what if a man treated your sisters bad? So that's how I always thought about it. I never wanted to be that person to do anything wrong towards anybody. So I wanted to be somebody that a girl or a woman would be proud to have on her side. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it took time. It did, because every woman that did give me a chance, it was just something about me that wasn't like exciting to them. Like it wasn't an excitement. Like, I don't know, they wanted to be hit, slapped, they wanted to be cussed out, called out the name, they wanted drama behind it. I bring excitement. I'm goofy. I like to do goofy stuff. I like to randomly do stuff in the grocery store, like we dance in the grocery store. I like to like just do random stupid stuff that I do with like my best friend. That's the excitement. I like to do exciting things. I didn't like to travel. She taught me how to travel. I feel like now that, you know, I'm getting the traveling concept down, I like to just go do stupid shit. I'm sorry, let me curse. I like to just go do stupid stuff like in a random city. Just like, hey, you want to go to San Francisco randomly? Mm-hmm. And we just go to like 3 days and just for no reason.
Okay, so I think you made a point there that you, so what you're kind of saying is that you felt emotionally safe to be really, truly become open and to actually be yourself when it came to being with me, compared to before that it seemed like everybody else who was dating you was searching for something more, or you never felt like you could actually openly be your goofy self. Right,
because I mean before I met, because I told you, when you met me, I was probably 2 years out of being in a depression. So before you met me, I had just started loving myself, appreciating myself a lot more. I had just started really doing things for myself, like going out to eat by myself, doing things that I would tell me, hey, you did something good. Mm-hmm. You know, treat yourself. I love you, Greg. I love you too. So when I met you, I got to do goofy things with somebody, and you got to see the ultimate goofiness and the ultimate thing. Because with me, I noticed I was a catch, and I started to appreciate my worth and knowing that I can change certain aspects, but the overall thing about me, I don't have to change that about myself. I don't have to be quiet and not talking and be rough with somebody. I can be myself. I can be loving, goofy, you know, having fun, you know, with someone. They just have to appreciate who I am. I think the thing about it is, Russell is the way he is because you look at guys like, I'm trying to just like name, I'm going to say Deshaun Watson, only because of the quarterback status and the way he carries himself. He rocks chains, he rocks new cars. Lamar Jackson, he rocks, he doesn't really have too much fashion for me, but he's himself, he's where he's from. These guys are who they are, and women will run at those type of guys because of just the way they carry themselves. Russell is comfortable. He is a millionaire. On pace to probably being a billionaire because the way he puts his John Hancock on signatures to like incorporate new buildings and new businesses, he's comfortable because he knows I'm a Super Bowl winning quarterback that makes millions of dollars. I don't have to be different for anybody. I don't have to change for anybody. Did he change for Ciara? No. What Megan did for me was upgrade my wardrobe. What did Ciara do for him? Upgrade his wardrobe. He is literally the exact person he was before he met her. He did not change. Mm-hmm. So he literally stayed the same. A woman saw him, loved him for who he was, and said, hey, you know what? I like this man. I don't care how corny he is. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take what I got. I'm gonna probably burn those pants and that floral Hawaiian shirt that he's wearing to just a random dinner, and I'll put a suit on him, but I'm gonna let him be himself. And Russ and everybody like that plays with Russell was they said, yeah, when he met Ciara, he was this. After he met Ciara, he was really the same person. He never changed. He's still corny. He still says dad jokes in the locker room. He's literally the exact same person before Ciara came along. It's just she appreciated who he was. So there's a thing going around. There's a podcast. It's called The Pivot. It's two former athletes and another guy who they have this podcast. They just talk about different topics. And one of the guys, Channing Crowder, who's a former NFL player, he gets on there and he says Ciara basically wouldn't have been with Russell if it wasn't for the money. She wouldn't have been with him if it wasn't for the money, because he kept saying he's a cornball. He a cornball. Ain't no way a girl like Ciara going for him unless there's money involved. And it kind of drew a lot of people because the world always has a back and forth about things. Mm-hmm. But the one thing I will say, as much as like the bad side will call Russell corny, the bad side also says, well, yeah, Russell corny, but Ciara, she look happy. She genuinely looks glowing. Like I feel like the Ciara we see is the Ciara that has always wanted to come out. Mm-hmm. She is in front of the White House with no heels on, going through little football drills with Russell Wilson with their kids, and she is having fun doing it. She is in a $1 million dress suit, running football drills, rolling in the grass. I think she's always wanted to be like this. She was not going to be like that with Future. I don't know that, but we can all see who a guy who Future is. She wasn't going to be like that. They were going to be an Instagram couple, mm-hmm. where they take professional photography, like photos from a photographer, professional, and you're gonna see them like posting pictures of their steak dinners, like, well, I ate this and that, boom, like that, like mm-hmm. that's it. Yeah. Russell, you gonna get family night, and they all like in a group photo, they all got like facial masks on, and like it's a family night. We're in the house tonight. They're literally having fun. Yeah. So yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to take.
No, it's fine.
It's a deep topic because I do see myself in Russell.
Yeah, but I think that what you're kind of saying, I was trying to get to, is just that the difference between that relationship with Ciara and Russell versus Ciara and Future is that she and he are both have emotional safety within each other, meaning that like they feel comfortable to be themselves. Like he didn't, no matter, I feel like if you stripped away all the money, all the stuff, like Russell being a millionaire, whatever, it doesn't really matter. The fact that like he knows who he is and he's comfortable in who he is, and it didn't matter as far as who he was dating, he wouldn't change himself over his core values for that. Mm-hmm. And so he met somebody who saw that in him and appreciated that, and now they're able to have those types, have the relationship where they have, where they're just sitting at home and then like they're with no makeup on, just have face masks on, posting pics, versus her whenever she was with Future, you would never see anything like that. It was literally them having this sexy picture, and it's just wow, the glitz and glam, and it's not really any depth or any substance behind that. Mm-hmm. And so like I just wanted to say, I think like that's something that everyone should look for within their relationship, but just being sure that you feel that you feel safe to be yourself in a way with having the emotional safety. So like the definition of emotional safety is, by the way, is that it means that your partner feels comfortable with being authentic, sharing thoughts, feelings, and ideas, and expressing issues without fear of being put down, shut down, ridiculed, criticized, or told to be, act, or feel different. And so, like, for us, and I feel like with me and you, I know for myself that being in a relationship with you versus the person I was with before, it was not, like, I did not feel like I was able to share truly how I was feeling without being shut down or feeling like I would be, like, ridiculed